in the larger things that are going to be required in order for you to harness the talent that you have. If you have no discipline, you will have no destiny. All right, you gotta have discipline in order to get to your destiny. I don't know anyone that has ever received their destiny that did not have discipline along the way. Just talent for talent's sake will not do it. All right, I've seen so many people who have great talent with no discipline, and they ultimately fail, not succeed. All right, so you got to have more discipline. And let me tell you, discipline has not always been easy for me. It is sometimes difficult. There are certain things, like working out, I'm disciplined in, but there are other things, sometimes when it comes to the preparation I need to do, and making sure things are running the way I want them to run, that I say, okay, God, I got to have more discipline in this thing. Discipline is not easy, again, but I don't want you to have easy. God doesn't want you to have easy. The hard part of discipline is what helps you harness the talent. It's what helps you harness who you are. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Okay? But it's not easy. So discipline is hard, but let me tell you, it's worthwhile. Every time you get frustrated about discipline, just think about where you want to be. And I want your desire for where you want to be so strong that you push through any frustration you may have when it comes to discipline. All right, so last thing we're going to talk about, and I'm going to take a few questions, and and I'll see you next week. One of the things that is so important is how to begin to use your talent, okay? How to use it. Using myself as an example, early on, I never wanted to speak. I really wasn't that into preaching. But as I began to come into the fullness of that gift, and God began to really say, DeVon, look, it's not just going to be about movies that you're going to do or television shows. I also want you to speak. I want you to preach. I want you to teach. I want you to coach. What I began to do was I just began to open myself up to use my gift whenever I was asked. And there would be no payment involved. I would just give my gift away. And so every time that I could give my gift away was an opportunity for me to learn how to use it. All right. So that's one of the things you got to look at. Is like, start finding ways to give away your gift. Who can you service? Who can you write a song for? Who can you go and teach for free? Who can you go and speak for free? Who can you go, even if you're an actor, there's some actors out there. It's like, how can I do that? Because there are some drama programs that need an acting teacher. Seek them out. Go find some young kids that want to learn how to act, and you start to teach them what you know. Start giving your gift away. This is one of the most powerful, revolutionary tools on how to develop your talent, because the more you give it away, the more of an opportunity you get to use it, the better you become at doing it, and then you're going to become so good at using your talent that people are going to want to pay you for it. I promise you, watch this will happen, because the greater you are at harnessing your gift and using your talent, the more rare you become in the earth, and the more rare you are, the more you will be rewarded. This much I promise you. So in order to use your gift, how do you do it? You start giving it away. You start using it. If you're a writer, then you need to write. All right. If you're a talker, then you need to talk. Okay. You get the principle. It's so important to do it, because when you do, you're going to see things begin to change in your life. You are the talent, okay? My aunt growing up, she used to say, God didn't make no junk, all right? So you ain't junk, all right? You are exactly who God created you to be. I have a time just for a few questions, and then for those of you that are on the West Coast, I'm going over to One Church to teach Bible study, and if you're not on the West Coast, you can tune in, www.onechurchla.org for tonight's message, which will be around 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so Tian Lee, how does one know what their gift is? Great question. How do you know what your gift is? 1, what's your passion? What are you really passionate about in life? 2, what do you do well naturally? Okay. 3, when you close your eyes, what's the vision for your life that you see? And the combination of these 3 things will give you a great indicator of what your gifting really is. All right. And once you understand what your gifting is, then that becomes the direction that you need to start moving your life. Every time I close my eyes, I see the trailer for my life. I see glimpses. I open up my eyes, identify, okay, here's what I'm passionate about. Here's what I can do well. Okay, great. Then I begin to see this is what my gift is. And then also put yourself in the mind frame. How do I want to spend the rest of my life? What would that look like? And the ideas that come to you that really stir your spirit are good indicators of where your true gift really lies. And another thing is also other people that are close to you, you can also ask them, hey, what do you think I do really well? And it would be good to get an assessment from some people close to you that you really trust, that you really love, and that love you, to talk to you about what they think you do well, and you factor that in to figuring out exactly what you're supposed to do. Stacy B is saying this. She said, my job is so draining and exhausting that once I get home, I'm too tired. How do I improve my time management skills so I can have the time to invest in my talent? Great question. Here's how you do it. Rest is so important. So this is why, I take off the Sabbath. So Friday night, sundown, Saturday night, sundown, I don't work. I do no work. And what happens is by shutting down one day, I'm actually able to get more out of the other 6 days. So what I would say, Stacy, first and foremost, and this is going to sound strange, if you have a very exhausting and demanding job, make sure you're setting time to rest. Because when you feel rested, then your energy level is going to be up. And when your energy level is up, you're going to be able to get more ideas from God. You're going to be able to hear better. But when you're fatigued, you can't hear as well, and you don't have the energy to act on what you've heard. So 1, make sure you're getting enough rest. 2, figure out, even if it's just an hour on the weekend, what hour can I take on the weekend? If my nights are too crazy and I just need to rest during the evening time, okay. But what's the hour or 2 I can take on the weekend to devote that time to using my gift? And then in that period of time, part of using your gift is sometimes sitting down and saying, okay, what do I need to do in order to live the life I really want to live? Okay, so if I need to start the business, I need to do a business plan. Okay, what's my business plan about? What's going to set my product apart? Who are the customers I need to get? You actually can spend some time in talent training and talent planning, all right? Just by yourself. Get some books in your area of study that are from the experts in your field, and use that time during that hour or 2 to begin to do some talent training and talent planning, and that way you will begin to get more energy. I promise you, if you took an hour or 2 on the weekend to do some talent planning, you're going to find yourself more energized. Why? Because you're going to be more excited about your planning. And once you get excited and more enthusiastic, and you come to the revelation that it's possible that you can do what you've always wanted to do, that is going to help motivate you to free up other time in your schedule so you'll actually have the energy to do it.